San Diego shares a watershed with Tijuana. A watershed is a land area that channels rainfall and snowmelt from mountains, creeks, streams, and rivers, and eventually to outflow points such as reservoirs, bays, and the ocean. Urban runoff from streets, sometimes carrying pollution, also flows into watersheds. The Tijuana River watershed is on native Kumeyaay land. The Kumeyaay is the tribe of people who were the first people to live in San Diego. The watershed borders Mexico and covers 1,750 square miles, which is pretty big. San Diego County is over 4,000 square miles, so the watershed is roughly 40% of the size of the county. 3/4 lies in Mexico and includes the cities of Tijuana and Tecate and extends to Campo and Lake Moreno, which are rural areas of eastern San Diego County. The outflow of the Tijuana watershed is near the border by Imperial Beach and is a national wildlife refuge called the Tijuana Estuary. An estuary is where a river meets the sea, in our case where the Tijuana River meets the Pacific. Here's a picture of the whole estuary system and a couple of where the Tijuana River meets the ocean. Motivated to do my presentation on this topic because earlier this week my daughters and I went to a fun Girl Scout meetup and toured the Tijuana Estuary. We learned about the importance of this waterway and its impact on our local environment. The Tijuana Estuary was once where urban sewage from Imperial Beach was piped, but is now a protective refuge for migratory birds and endangered bird species like the light-footed clapper rail and the California least tern. People from all over the world come to see these birds. For the past 30 years, Tijuana has experienced tremendous population and industrial growth that has put a strain on the aging Mexican sewage infrastructure. The emerging inadequacies have created recurring sewage pollution problems on both sides of the California-Mexico border. The sewage flows degrade water quality in the Tijuana River Estuary and adjacent beach coastal waters and pose a significant health risk to residents and visitors along both sides of the border. Pollution from the outflow of the river has killed marine wildlife around Imperial Beach and is a threat to the endangered bird species in the estuary. It is also a public health threat to beachgoers as surrounding seawater is contaminated with raw sewage and bacteria found in human feces, along with viruses such as hepatitis A and enteroviruses. If bacteria levels don't meet the county's standards or exceed the daily limit, the county uses this information to close down the beach. During rainy weather, the Tijuana River can flow up to 1 billion gallons per day. Over 90% of San Diego's beach closures in 2018 were due to Tijuana River pollution. A second major source of pollution comes from a completely inefficient sewage treatment plant located approximately 7 miles south of the border. It discharges over 40 million gallons of sewage into the surf zone, fouling beaches and water quality as far south as Rosarito and as far north as Coronado. This plant is in critical need of an upgrade. Hopefully change is coming. In a ceremony at the Tijuana Estuary in August of 2022, both sides of the border pledged $500 million in funding to replace failing sewage treatment facilities in Tijuana. This includes $350 million in U.S. spending and $144 million from the Mexican government. By 2027, this new plan would reduce untreated wastewater discharged to the Pacific Ocean by 80%, according to the EPA.